Hi there, friends. This is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts. And today we're going to go into part 2 of the Christmas journal that we were making. You remember we made the cover using a kit from my Etsy shop, or if you so desire, you can make your own from your own scraps and so on. And that was a couple of videos ago. Then in the last video, I showed you how to make a cover, and I have not glued, this will be glued onto the cover, but it hasn't been yet. I want to keep it till the end so that I don't mess it up while it's there in the way of, assembling the journal. So this is what we did the last time. We covered the journal with a piece of fabric, and this is a leaf fabric with some little gold sparkles in it. It's very pretty, and holly, has holly on it. And I went ahead and I assembled the book. I put the book together with the inside pages. I did finish up the inside, front, and back cover. I glued a piece of paper over. Remember, we had folded the fabric up and glued it down, and then I chose a piece of fabric paper that went with the fabric, and I glued it over the top, leaving some edges. And I did the same on the back. See? And then I took some digital paper. These happen to be from Gail Augustinelli's, one of her Christmas digital sets. Old-fashioned Christmas greetings. I've used these a lot. I really like them. They're from Gail Augustinelli. And then I put in some pages. See how many pages? I usually do 10 to 15 pages. I have a just a one signature journal here. Actually, this was a piece of paper that I've been glued down to make a pocket. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages. So 22 pages front to back. And each page has room for 4 different designs. 1, 2, and then this page continues in the back. 3, 4. So in other words, there's 44 surfaces for you to decorate and use. Okay, and the first thing I did was go through, and I decided maybe put some pockets in first. And this journal can be used to store Christmas cards that you get, various greetings, Christmas letters, basically anything that you want. Maybe Christmas ephemera that you're going to use in your journals, that type of thing. So this first page, I have decided that I'm going to use this ribbon Christmas tree. I made this several years back. I made some Christmas cards that had ribbon trees on them, and every year I make my own Christmas cards, my own personal Christmas cards to mail. And so this was the pattern that was left from those. And in a future video, I'm going to show you how to make these Christmas trees. So stay tuned for that. But I liked this sentiment. One of the nice things about December is letting friends know we care and remember. So I really liked that, and I was going to glue the tree down. I think that the glitter glue will be enough to glue that down. If I can get my paperweight there. I'll hold that down a minute. And basically, and I'll show you how this is made. It's made on a piece of a larger sheet of one-sided fabric. I'm sorry, paper that you can iron on paper. So I'm going to put some glue on. Okay, and find the center of this. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying some nice fall weather. Okay, and in the process, some of this, I've had this for quite a while, so some of this ribbon has come off. I'm going to just glue that back down to the paper underneath. Okay, now I'm going to take this sentiment that I just printed on, I just printed this on my computer. I do a lot of my sentiments that are on my cards and so on. What I do is I go to Word and I make a sheet of different sayings, and then I save it, and then so I can print them whenever I want. And sometimes they're, you know, like a sheet of, like on this one, I used this on a Christmas card of my own, and so I printed like 30 of them so that I had enough. But sometimes you can just print like 2 or 3 of them and on a page and then move on to a different saying, and so that when you need sayings, then you just have to go back and look through your files on your computer and print them out. Okay, so I think I got these little packages of snowflakes. I think I'm going to put a snowflake on top of this tree. It came with a little hanger, little string on it, so I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to place it on there. For this, I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue or fabric tack if you have fabric tack. These are interchangeable. I can get this cap off now. There we go. Usually if it's been a while since you've used it, it tends to do that. And I should clean it off better before I put the cap back on so it doesn't stick as bad. Okay. So when I put this glue on, I usually try to put it on so that it doesn't seep through whatever areas have the holes in them on a snowflake or a piece of lace or whatever. Just enough really to hold it down. You don't need to glue the entire thing, just maybe the big areas. Oops, sorry. Okay, now I have a Christmas tree there. There's also still some room on the sides here for some writing if you want to write something in there. I did go through my my stash and I selected a few cards and tags to use. I think since this one has Santa Claus on it and the sleigh, I'm going to put a little journaling card that I made with an old-fashioned Santa Claus. I'm going to put that in that pocket. This would also be a good pocket maybe to put folded letters in there that you receive. Okay, and this is going to be, I have a clip for this. There's one. I don't know if I can get that on there. You can probably hold it for a bit there. Okay, then, excuse me, on this page, I haven't decorated the back of this yet, but I probably will. This was a piece of a paper that I put into the book, and of course it also had the other side, excuse me, over here. And what I did was I folded it down so that the part that's the open part of the fold here, of the pocket, is doubled over, so it gives it more stability. And this is an excellent place to put in Christmas cards that you receive. Recently I put on my Etsy channel, on my Etsy shop, I put some Christmas cards on there. I make Christmas cards and sell them on in my Etsy shop. And these are 2 of them that are in there. And I'll put a link down below to get to my Etsy shop. Okay, and these you can just put in the pockets. These are bigger size cards, so really any card you get would probably fit in here. From this bigger size to smaller ones. And looks nice hanging out there on the side. And then, oops. And then for now, let's go ahead and put one in here, in this slot. Okay. Got some cards in there. Okay, this page, let's see what I got to decorate. Last year, I made these little round ornaments. I just cut them out of paper. Most of these I think are from the digital, from the kit from Gail Gustinelli, and I punched them out of various size circle punches. And so I thought, well, maybe I could use some, kind of put them as ornaments on a page. This one has a saying on the back, so I probably will leave that one. Leave that one for some other page. That one as well has a saying on it. But these few here, maybe I could do like ornaments hanging. I think that would look cool. So let me get my little punch. I'll put some strings on here. If I can find my smaller punch, is what I'm going after. I have 2 hole punches. I have one with the smaller hole and one with the bigger one. So, depending on how big of a hole I need to punch. Okay, I'm trying not to punch anybody's face off, but okay, I think I did okay on that one. And I'm just going to make I'm going to try these against this background, but I think maybe I'm going to need a plainer background. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to get some baker's twine, which I have here. And I've got some red and some green. I'll get a piece out. These should go through these holes okay, but if they don't, you can always do the trick where you put a little piece of Scotch tape on them and fold them over that way. Okay. I'm putting these on before I attach them to the page. I might do little bows in them. I'm not sure yet. Or just tie them off, but just for right now, I'm just putting the baker's twine in them. There'll probably be at least one more video for this. For this journal. Let's see, how many do we have? 4? Okay. One more. Or this may be a long video, I'm not sure yet. Okay, so we can like overlap these a tiny bit, I think. Let's see what this looks like. I'm just figuring this out right with you, so I'm sure some of you are giving me some suggestions. I wish I could hear you. Some ideas. And if ever you think of a good idea that I didn't mention, go ahead and put it in the comments, because maybe somebody's making these and can use your idea as well as mine. Okay, I think that's good. Put this on with the glitter glue. Now on the back, I'm going to put a little dab of glue right on the string as well to hold that down. And this is going to be these are going to be purely decorative. They're not going to be any kind of pocket or anything, or place to put anything inside of. But they could be if you wanted them to be. I think this should be done by now, so go ahead and put it here in a moment. Okay, let's do this one. These are kind of made to look like ornaments, hanging ornaments. Which they're kind of cute. Speaking of ornaments, I've got all my stuff ready to take up to the my big show is up at the Foothills Art Center in Golden, Colorado. And I'll be taking out my stuff in another week or so, week and a half. And I'll talk to you more about that. Anybody that's in the Golden, Denver area will be able to go to that show. But I'll probably show you some things as I'm bringing them up there, or before I bring them up there. Okay, now let's glue this one down. And dab of glue on the back of that knot. This one, like I said, I'm going to overlap a bit. Okay, and we'll see where we want to place these. I'm kind of thinking this one. Tie it in a little bow. I want that standing up there. I think that's okay. Okay. I'll do this one first. And one more. Okay. I'll clip this off just a tiny bit here. There we go. I think that looks pretty. I may go around this with some red or green ink. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do on that, but that maybe needs a little bit more of something. And this could probably have a pocket of some kind. Let's see what I've got. Pocket that says peace. That's okay. One that says love. That's too much. I like that, but I think I'll save it for another page. So let's use this. We also are going to make these in another video. I need to do a little bit of inking around the edge, which I will do. And then I'll join this video to another and we'll continue on. Do a little punch hole. Okay, I'm back. What I did was I inked around this pocket and glued it down, and then I thought in order to make the other side match up a bit more, I would ink around this page, and that kind of took it down some. It wasn't quite so bright and made the ornament shapes blend in better. And I also found this tag that was a digital. It was a tag with music on it. I think it's the song "O Little Town of Bethlehem." And I inked it up and folded it, and that can be used for a little note, or if you get a note, Christmas note in the mail, you can put it in that pocket. Okay. There we are with some more stuff. This is a piece of wrapping paper, And I thought that I would just use this as a pocket also. So I'll show you. This is going to be covered over. This is just the back of a sheet of scrapbook paper. So I'm going to glue this down to give this pocket some stability. And I'm also going to trim this off just a little bit because it's a little bit wonky here. I'm going to try to get it so it's a little bit more even. I don't know, I'm not usually very good at this. This wrapping paper is very thin also, so it might not. But okay, that's better than it was, so that's all I asked for pretty much. And then I will glue this down. Did you ever have one of those days where you're kind of all thumbs? I think it's one of those days for me. Oh well. I waited to do this video in the afternoon. I usually do in the morning. I should stick to the morning because that's when I think I do the best. I don't get as distracted or as tired. Okay. A little snip there. And then I'm going to I could have, if I wanted to, on this wrapping paper, folded it over more so that it would be like half, so that all of the paper would be doubled, which I could have done, but I didn't want to ruin the pretty bill on there, so that's kind of why I did it this way. Okay, and I'm going to make a corner pocket of some kind with this one. Let me see if I have some. Pretty sure I have some lace. This is some lace I bought by the yard at, I believe, Joann's. I think I'll put that on this page. Go use that as a... Okay, I'm also going to... This is when I wish I was left-handed. That'll look alright. And then I'm going to turn it. Of course, what I could do is I could cut this lace down into kind of more of a manageable piece, and then trim it after I get it to be a more manageable size. But I might also let it kind of hang over the edges and see how that works, because I could always trim it later. And lace does look really pretty hanging over the edges. So if I was doing this by myself and not on a video, I would move this journal out of the way, but don't really have that much space going on right now. Yeah. Alright, I got a more manageable piece. Okay, remember we're putting something in this corner, so we don't have to worry about that showing through. Let's see if we like it. Kind of hanging from the bottom looks nice, I think. And a little bit off of this edge. Okay, so I'm going to use the art glitter glue and see if that works fairly well. This isn't really super thick, so it should hold it on there okay. Okay, like that, and then let's put this little card on there and see how that works. Like that. Now, I don't think I'm going to put a little notch in there because this is going to be a pocket, so I want both of these sides open. So let's glue it down with holding my fingers on the sides that are open. And I'm covering over that label there. Okay, I might need to use some fabric tack on this. We'll see though. We'll see if it holds. If it doesn't, I'll come back and use some fabric tack on it. Oh, it's not holding. Usually, because the art glitter glue, that's what I have in this small container here. The art glitter glue will hold really quick, will take and hold really quick. So if it's not taking, that means it's not holding either. So I'm going to have to use the fabric tack on this, which is fine because I am gluing down paper to fabric. Okay, that's a little better. There we go. That should look better. Okay, so that's a pretty page. And then this is a pocket here. This would be a good place for another Christmas card. Okay. This I think I'll leave for now. Well, wait a minute. Let me see if I have. I usually like to put a fabric flip in my journals, so I guess we could do this one. Okay, so let's see what we have here. First of all, I'm going to put a piece of paper here, I think. So that there's some writing space there, underneath there. Okay. Cut it all the way down. Okay. And if any time you want to fast forward, if you've seen this done before and maybe you want to take a look at what else I'm doing on the video, just fast forward through it and get to the next Now I have to find my fabric flip. Here it is. I think I will get some paper. Or ribbon. Paper probably. Okay. I'm just making a little band to fit across the top of the fabric flip and the paper. And kind of even it up here. You notice I'm eyeballing all of this. That's what I almost always do. I tend not to measure a whole lot unless it is in a crucial point where it matters. And some of you may think it always matters. That's fine too. Okay. Okay, I'm going to staple this. Well, maybe not. I'm just going to glue it because I... glue this first. On here. And then the paper. And glue this side of the paper. Okay, then I have my fabric flip with the paper underneath for writing on. I'm going to go with this. I think I'll make it kind of like a little roof on it. There we go. And I can glue it down to the page. I'm going to stand up so I can try to get this fairly even. Okay. And these pieces fold up. And also, I think I might glue down the paper, or at least the bottom of it. There we go. I think what I'll do is I'll continue to work in this book after we're finished today with this video, and then I'll show it to you like in a flip through, and then show you how to do a few of the pieces of ephemera at the same time. This I thought would be good also as a pocket. So I'm going to glue all the sides except for this long side. And since I'm gluing up on the top the tag, I think I also will glue just a little bit on the bottom side as well. Okay. And this will be like a separate page. You could also, if you wanted to, if you just had one side cut of the tag, then you could glue it back down here and then just use this as the pocket. But since I have both sides, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ink along the side here. Oh, some of that white shows to help get rid of some of that white. Okay. Now these pages will need to be finished. Also, what I was going to do on these is I was going to put these little corner pockets. Let's see. Here we go. And I think it's okay that the string of lights goes in this direction and then goes up like this. Or you could even put it up here, let's see, in this corner, and then it would be, yeah, I think I'll do that. And I think you could slide something in there too. Okay, so that's what I'll do on that page. Here's another one of these that I can glue together. There's another one of the pieces of wrapping paper. Remember, we folded it over like this, and then we can make a pocket. And we need, oh, here's another packet that I made earlier out of a piece of wrapping paper. Also, I love to use wrapping paper, especially for Christmas stuff, because you can always get such pretty designs. It's sometimes a little bit shiny. If you really look, you can get some that isn't quite as shiny. And then, of course, scrapbooking paper is great as well. All right. Here's where I have I had made a kind of a ruffled piece that I sewed, and that could be just a decorative place on that side that matches, of course, on this side. So let's put that on there. If it was a little bit thicker, I could probably use it as a tuck spot, but I don't think it's, I think it's too narrow for that. But it looks cute on the side of the page. Remember, you don't have to decorate every page, but It's usually at least fun to put on a small icon or something on each page. Here's a little Christmas envelope. Merry Christmas, and you open it up, and there's a little card in there that you can write on the back, and that can be clipped to any page. As a little decoration. Oh, those were those tags I'm going to use. I kind of like this. I could glue that in here, and that could be a pocket as well. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's part 2, and I'll link part 1. And like I said, part 3 will be, I will continue on working on this on my own, and then I will come back and I will show you a flip through of it and give you some hints on how to make some of these pieces of ephemera that are in here. So until next time, thanks a lot for joining me, and I wish you all peace of mind. Bye now.